Well, hello, this is Dr. Nicholson, and this is a video outlining how this course will be run. So this is Math 263, which is the first semester of calculus. Typically business majors just need one semester, but if you're engineering or science, physics, chemistry, you typically take 2 semesters minimum of calculus. So there is an additional semester, which is 264. And this course will be operated through Blackboard. So I'm going to show you how to access the course and walk you through the resources that are available. So we're going to go to Blackboard. So assume that I've logged into Blackboard, and you'll see this course listed. I haven't currently made it available, but I will shortly. It's D1W. D1 means that it's an online class. So you'll click on this when it's available. And you'll see that the announcement page, which is the thing that comes up immediately, has kind of a general concept of how this course is going to be run. So you can go back and read this if you'd like. Basically, what's going to happen is there are 45 lectures that you're going to watch. There's going to be homework assignments associated with it as well. There are also some in-class assignments, so as the lectures are going along, you'll complete some assignments which you also turn in as homework. For the online class, I'm just going to ask you that you turn in the assignments when you take the tests. So it's up to you to stay up to date and not get behind and try to do all of them at the end of, say, 3 weeks of assignments in one day. As I point out, this is a serious class. It's not something you can kind of cruise on by. Homework will be worth 20% of your grade. I'll show you the breakdown in a second. Tests are taken in the testing center, either at the library in the Clifton Forge campus or at the Rockbridge Regional Center. And you can bring one 8.5 by 11 cheat sheet as well as a calculator. And I'll give you 2 hours to complete the test. You probably won't need that. Here's some recommendations on calculators. Okay, so let's go up here, syllabus. So under syllabus, course of study for Math 263, so this is a Word document. So again, you can look at this in more detail. Let me put this on one page. And let me just zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. Okay. So this is what we're going to be covering in the first semester. It's fairly intense. Limits, differentiation, applications of differentiation, integration, and differentiation integration for logarithmic and exponential functions. Here's some things you can read later about what we're going to do. The text, I've already sent you an email about the text. One advantage of taking an online class for me is that you actually live here, so you can come and ask me questions if you get stuck. One key thing is you need to show enough steps in each problem so that I know that you didn't just write down the answer. Okay, so I want to see all the work. As far as the grade is concerned, 5% attendance. Well, for you guys, attendance is a little harder to do, and I haven't, so I'm probably going to make homework 25%. I'll have to make a change there. So it'll either make the test 60% and homework 25%. 10-point grading scale. And again, attendance is not applicable to this class. And then there's some things that you can read. Scholastic dishonesty, withdrawal policy, satisfactory academic progress. You don't have to worry about weather since you're taking an online class. So I'll let you read all that on your own. I haven't done it yet, but I'll post right under this. I'll put a Excel file with all the homework summarized. So the meat of the class is under this content folder here on the left, and pretty much everything you need to know is in this one first folder. And what I'm going to do is, you can see I've got 5 folders for 5 chapters, so that's what we cover in the first semester. And for each chapter, there's a sequence of steps that are involved. So you'll read kind of the summary of each section. So typically, the first part will say, read a certain section in your textbook. If there are any in-class assignments associated with that section, I'll ask you to print those out, and you'll see here intro handout. So there's these handouts. So you'll open this up and print it out, and then you'll work along it with as we talk about it in the class. Typically, if there is a handout, I will give you some direction of where the handout is and if there's any special explanation that needs to go along with it. So sometimes there are handouts, sometimes they're not. In this case, there is. And then the final thing is your homework assignments. I'll tell you what section it is. So you just go to that section of the book and the homework problems. Now, one thing you're going to want to do is to get a memory stick or USB drive with at least 16 gigabytes of memory. And if you bring that to me at my office as well as your laptop, I will give you videos of the homework solutions. These are not posted online, but you can still have them. And you'll want to do that because based on past experience, it helps people out a lot. Ideally, you tried the homework assignments without looking at the videos, and then only look at the videos when you get stuck. So that's what I'm encouraging you to do. You're going to learn the material better. I just don't want you to spend half an hour just sitting there staring at the paper because you can't figure out what to do on a problem. So give it a good try. And if you get stuck, you can go watch the videos. But like I said, get a memory stick and bring it to my office. It takes about 20 minutes to copy, so you might leave it while you go to another class, and then I can get it back to you. So so we have the first section, the handout for the first section. There's 2 videos. So sometimes the video is part of a section there's 2 sections in one video, and this is because the videos were taken or were done during class last year. So there was a fixed time length for the class, and therefore you didn't always end the class with finishing material in a particular section. So that's why there are times. So if you watch entire video 1 plus the first 45 minutes and 35 seconds of this video, then you'll get all the material from section 1, chapter 1. And all you have to do is click on them and they'll go to YouTube, and then you can watch the videos. You can maximize like that if you want to. So those are the videos. If you go to the second video, it'll open up the second video for you. Except just realize that's the same one that I just had. So I may have to fix that. But anyway, I'm glad I looked at that. So that these should not have been the same video. But I think so that means I'm going to check these out and make sure they're not. But anyway, don't worry about that. I'll have it fixed by the time you watch this video. So here's the second section. Here it says watch the videos, do the homework. Notice there's no handout. You go down here to the third section. There is a handout. Print out the limits handout, which is here, and the limits flowchart, which is here. Watch the videos. You'll see in the videos it says, well, it doesn't specifically say, oh yeah, it does here. So it says, after you have watched the second video, attempt the first 3 problems on the limits handout, which is this handout. and the solutions will be discussed at the beginning of the third video. So you just go through this whole thing, and you go through chapter 1. Then you have a test review. So you'll watch the test review. You'll make up a cheat sheet out of that for your test, and then you'll take the test. Then you'll keep going, and then there'll be one for chapter 2 and chapter 3 and so forth. If you have any questions, just send me an email. Let's see what else is under content. So this just takes you to the playlist of all the videos. These are the handouts in one place, but you can access the handouts in this first folder. This is a graphing program I use. If you click on this and run the program, you'll get a graphing program, which I find to be better than using a graphing calculator. These are PDFs of the textbook, just in case you don't get the textbook first day of classes. And these are the test reviews all in one place. So, but the reality is, all you have to do is go to this, start in chapter 1, move your way down. What else is there here? You want to check your email fairly regularly. That's how I'm going to communicate with you. So I'll also post grades on Blackboard. So I think that's pretty much it. So what I have for me to do is I need to put the homework assignments under syllabus. I need to go back and fix that one link for the video. But if you have any questions, stop by and see me in my office or send me an email. One last thing, I'll probably add a link to some web conferencing software that if you need to talk to me but can't make it to my office, we can discuss something and I can work out some explanations.